Just driving home from a offshore session. We launched early this morning, and you know, there wasn't much swell, but it was a little bit bumpy with the wind up. But anyway, got out there and didn't see any tuna bust up, so we weren't sure what was going on, and we weren't really sure how to fish it because, you know, we've only fished there once, and it's easy when the tuna are busting up on the surface and you can see them, but you know, wasn't to be today, well, at least early on this morning, and saw a little bit of bait on the sounder and some arches and that sort of thing, and started casting a gobbler's plastic, a little, I think they're 3.75 inch plastic, and bouncing it off the bottom when I had a really nice hook up, and man, it went hard. It was very, very heavy. I was on 30 pound, drag was locked up, and I was doing all that I could kind of do to get it up, but it didn't happen. It was just, you know, I couldn't budge it, and eventually it busted me off on the reef, I think. So I don't know, it might have been a big cod or something, not sure. Heavy, whatever it is.
What's going on?
Hey?
You just casting nothing?
No, there was bait on the bottom. Nah, it's just sitting down. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I got my other line out. Oh, gone. Later on, Adam's hooked up. He sort of yelled out to us that there was a bust up, and from what he says, he had his lure sitting right on the bottom, and he was messing around with the camera, trying to get the camera sorted because he'd run out of battery, and next minute off he goes, and he's flying along at a rate of knots, and Greg and I decided to run camera crew and come up behind him, and at times he was flying along as quick as we could pedal, so I was going pretty hard on the Mirage drive and trying to keep up with Adam and make sure everything's all cool and film for him, and he's flying away and I'm trying to catch up the whole time. I reckon we would have been dragged probably 2 or 3 Ks out into the middle of nowhere, and so this thing was flying backwards and forwards and changing directions and going down deep and then coming up on the surface, and I reckon he would have been fighting it for a good half an hour or so. So Greg and I were again, cruising along, not sure what the hell it was, particularly because it picked up his plastic off the bottom. And so, yeah, we were making calls about what we thought it was. Adam was kind of worried that it was a shark, but this thing just kept going and going and going. So we didn't think it was a shark, thought maybe cobia off the bottom, like had no idea. And then eventually he pulled up a nice long-tailed tuna. So I think it went 102 to the tip. So man, you're still moving quick, eh? I'm pelling to try and keep up. Yeah. Now we just need a big bust up out here. You're not far off anyway. Yeah, big catfish. Quick. Got him. Oh. Got him. Was he tail wrapped or not?
Oh, I think he was. It's all unwrapped though.
Yeah.
So that's what that still was.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go back and find it, Lee.
Yeah. My turn now.
I'm just going to have a break, my arm. I don't know.
I see how size it is. He doesn't look a monster. Which is weird.
Right in the corner of the jaw too.
Not that fat.
Fuck, he gave you a hard time.
It's one for why didn't fight no near that hard?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go find the skill.
You gotta pedal back now.
Well, let's throw him in. Tie something around his tail. Oh, come on, there you go.
Yeah.
Just stop. Oh, there we go. Alright. Keep him, obviously.
So we got dragged, well, Adam got dragged and we were kind of following him, yeah, I reckon half an hour or so for probably 2 or 3 Ks out into the ocean. And, you know, we had a bit of a battle coming back in and I still had no fish. Greg had only caught a little grassy sweet lip and come back in, and there were little bust ups just popping up around the place, and these things were too fast for us to catch up. Anyway, I've seen Greg was a fair way in front, and I've seen Greg chasing him around and here and there and everywhere. I wasn't sure what he was chasing at to begin with, but then I did see these little bust ups, so I followed along, and I can see Greg's chasing them again, and he's thrown a cast in there and pulled it back in. I think he's thrown a couple of casts, and then next minute he's about to go and throw another cast, and he's already hooked up on his trolling line. So I've yelled out to him, "Oi Greg, your other rod," and he's kind of hesitated and then turned around and hooked up. I'm not sure what happened to him from there. I was too busy trying to chase these little schools and little bust ups. So Greg got in a nice little 55 centimeter school mackerel, I think. So yeah, two on the board for him. Not the tuna he was after, but still not bad. And yeah, I was still on a donut. Yeah, it's still in front of you. Oh, you're on, other rod, other rod. I'm gonna come around in front and see if I can get to him. Ew. Yeah, yeah. I'm still I feel like I'm the official Caloundra film crew at the moment, or the bridesmaid, but we'll get there. Still had an awesome day out. It was epic. Yeah, good to get out to a different location and some different fish, and yeah, do something different. So happy days. Let's hope next time I get out there and sink the barb and get a nice one. So